Flipgrid. I know many of you have used Flipgrid, but maybe not from this angle where you got to create your own for useful things in your classroom. And it's a very powerful tool and gives voice to your students. It allows them to respond in ways other than write out a long narration of something. It allows them to have that voice. So let me just give you an overview before I walk you through the whole thing. First, you're going to install the Flipgrid app on your mobile device, on your phone, whichever one it is. It makes it for both, and I'll look at that with you. And then you're going to scan my code, and I have the code here for you. You're going to scan that and respond to that. And then you're going to create your own Flipgrid account, and you're going to create a topic. After you create the account, you're going to create a topic for students to respond to. And then you're going to embed that on your website here. And then you're going to put your QR code on the Google slide and on the Google site. And big and, so you get them both. Looks like this. And then at least 8 responses from others. And this course is on campus. I could have you respond to each other's, but in this it's really difficult. So you're going to find 8 people to respond, just so you have some to manage is all. And then insert and manage your responses on your website, like this. Only yours will look better. And then of course embed this Google Slides on your website, on your Google site, like we usually do. And also that will have on it is the codes, and that'll be on your site. Okay. So first, let's use the Google app, or I should say the Flipgrid app on my phone. Okay, so here we go. Let me find my Flipgrid app, and it looks like this. And that's usually their symbol is this big green thing that looks like this. So it comes up, and it says you can enter the code. And a lot of these will have codes that you can get this code from here. Or what I'm asking you to do is scan this code. And so it's right on the app for you. And so I'm going to come here, maybe here, and try this. I put this on here like this. And I put my code on there, and it picks it up. And here it is. And then I play it.
What I'd like you to do is create a video of you talking about your third grade teacher and your memories. And in that, what specific memories, good or bad, you had about that. And
so there you have. So there, let's get started at this. So here's a link to the Flipgrid, and you'll want to create this educator account, educator login here, so you have it. And I use my Google for everything, but you can use whatever. And yours will be all fresh. But you can tell I've been in here. So here is mine for this class. And you've add a new grid, and you'll have to work with this. You can see I've got several things I use for my classes here. Saying as they come in, they're here. And this isn't the view you want. You've got to get to manage these now. You have to get to that to the other view. There's your QR code. So here you come back to my grids here, and my grids here, and then they should be lined up here. So let me show you how we're going to put this in here. There's a couple ways you can do that, but first of all, on this one, how you want to share this, or how we get it to our website after you get your responses. Like here, and I'm going to share this like this. And here is the code you want to copy. So you copy this, and I would really like it at the top. And selected it before. And I don't want the whole thing here. I just want this one. Just the preview one. Okay. And I'd like it up here next to your code. Not that high, right? There. Next to your code. And how do you get your code here? Like here, one of two things. You can copy it right here as the code for it. You can download it, or you right click and can copy it. I think that'll be better for here, but I think you might have to download and upload it to get it into your Google site here. Okay, so you have those two here. Now, how did I get these here? And they turn like this after I put them in here. But let me show you how to do this. From here, for example, this one, under Share, I can copy this. And this should do it. I come down here and, again, tell it to embed. And I should only get that response. So I want this one, I believe. And you can resize it, of course. So you get them. You don't want them huge. And you see how these size here, they could be that size even. That might be a little small. So let's try this again.
So my third grade teacher's name was Mrs. Knodel, and I don't really remember a whole lot of third grade, but I do remember we'd always do these star rockets for multiplication.
This is what it should look like.
The whole worksheet right to move
here,
on
like
to
this.
the next numbers. But other than that, honestly, she probably wasn't my favorite teacher because she's kind of mean all the time and always very crabby and always complain about her kids and how she has no money.
You don't need it this long.
Okay, so you'll line your 8 up here. And it looks like this. And all you'll have is this on top. Okay, and so that's what your web page will look like. Let me go back here. Use and something, you'll create your topic about something useful in the classroom, and then you'll put it on your website and your code. Here, like I say, and when you share this with people in this class, you can use the code, but outside people, you might have to use the URL, so they can do it on the computer or their phone or whatever. And then these 8 responses, and then you put them on your website like that, and then embed the whole Flipgrid thing into here. And here's what it looks like from the past. Everybody's, and you may have to do this. If you decide to put a code or put a password on it, make sure they know what the password is. Some did, some didn't. And I think it gives you that choice. But here, everybody will have one here. Okay. There, and I'd like it below. I'd like it below everything else. This at the bottom, you have your responses at the top, and even these. I don't know why they look like this, and I couldn't get them to change. But you click on those, it'll take you back, and I don't think you'll be able to get into those because you don't have the right credential. But there, those are. But I want them to look like this, and you have 8, and then the slideshow, your QR stand, the preview of this, all here.